Hi, so today we will be doing this interview and it's to honor and get to know some of our veterans in the school. So you're Mr. McAllister, right?
I am.
One of the assistant principals. So let's start with an easy question. When did you join the military?
I joined in 2005.
How long did you serve?
So I served about 12 years in the Army National Guard and Army Reserve components. I'm still serving now, so I've pretty much been serving since 2005.
What is your job? Can you go into detail with that?
Right now, I am actually in the Coast Guard. I switched over from the Army components this past year. And I am a contingency planning and force readiness officer. What that basically means is I create and help create and revise plans for when there are emergencies, natural disasters, terrorist acts, shootings, and that kind of thing as regards to the Coast Guard's reach. So ports, waterways, things like that.
So how do you go from doing that to being a principal?
Well, I've kind of done both at the same time. My military career has evolved about the same time my education career has. So of course, like all principals, we were teachers first, and I joined the reserves as a teacher. And as my teacher career evolved, and as I went back to school and kept going back to school, I was also training and doing more training with the military. And so I eventually became an assistant principal, and just at the same time that my military career has been going along.
What did you teach?
I was a band teacher.
Cool. How long did you teach band?
Taught band for about 6 years, 6, 7 years.
What's your favorite section?
I'm a brass player by trade, so I'll have to say that.
Brass is cool. I like woodwinds.
That's all right, good.
So, where were you stationed and where did you go?
Wow. With the Army, I started my Army career as a musician, and I was in the 440th Army Band in Raleigh, actually. I had to train in Little Creek, Virginia, at Norfolk Amphibious Base at Virginia Beach. For that, after I was at Fort Sill, Oklahoma for my initial training, boot camp and that kind of thing. After I left the Army Band, I went to Special Operation Detachment X, became a paratrooper, and so I spent some time at Fort Benning, spent some time at Fort Bragg, and a few places in between. And now I'm stationed in Fort Macon at Atlantic Beach under Coast Guard Sector North Carolina. And they call it a Sector Forward office. It's at Coast Guard Station Fort Macon. So I've been lots of places in between, but those are the main ones.
So you've been busy.
Been very busy.
That sums it up pretty much. I mean, unless there's anything else you'd like to share.
Share whatever you like. If you have any more questions, or if you think of something later, you can ask me later.
Well, thank you.
My pleasure.